Welcome back today, guys. Got a new one for you. It's a little hot. It's a little spicy. We got Fousey.
A lot of drama topics today.
Too much drama on Fousey. And we got little Tay drama. So, bro, tell me, what is going on with xQc?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like at the beginning you kind of took a stance kind of like with him, but I feel like maybe you've come around to against him.
So, okay, let me
Am
give
I
you,
correct in my
let me give you a little story.
let me hear it. Let me hear it.
So, Ethan Klein, H3.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch him all the time because he was making funny ass shit.
Yeah, you put me onto him.
And then something happened. I don't know if it was the California water, the LA water he's
Used
drinking.
to be in New York, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that's what it is, but all of a sudden he's like, oh, like I don't want like reactions, like, oh, like, or he's like he hears something like, just say Bradley Martin eats meat. Oh, what the fuck? That's fucked up, Brad. Like, you don't eat anything other than meat. Like, I don't know. I guess the best way to explain it is Ethan Klein makes decisions, or he makes assumptions based off like the first sentence of a whole story, I guess you could say. And that's what really bothers me about him. And then another thing that annoys me about him is that everything pisses him off. Like, you can't even say Elon donated $10 billion to the greater good. He'd be like, that's fucked up. Why not give you 50%? Like, it's just like nothing's ever good enough for him.
That's Hassan or what? Hassan vibes.
That's Hassan vibes too. Like, I think the issue is that he's been hanging out with Hassan too much. You know what I mean? So
Maybe.
So okay, so that's the story on what's up with me and Ethan. But I think Ethan should come around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
he was like cool before, but I was just getting into like my thoughts on why I kind of disliked this Ethan.
Yeah,
and why I came to this conclusion immediately. But when it comes to xQc, I was like seeing clips of him like being like, dude, what's like, you can't be playing these videos on your stream without asking. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, basically the same thing why I think Ethan's dumb is because I was making conclusions off the first sentence I heard. You know what I mean? He does it on everything, so fuck him. But this time I was at fault at it. So I thought the whole time he had an issue with people copywriting, or I guess like watching other clips while they're streaming or they're reacting to it. And he did say in the clip, I did see he did have an issue with that. But then the more research I saw, I was like, oh shit, like xQc's fucking just leaving the video on while he's like taking the shit or something, you know?
Yeah, and so I guess just for me to give a little bit more background, because I think we kind of skimmed over it, but basically there was a big debate that they had, xQc and H3 on H3's channel.
Yeah.
xQc was like, I want to debate you about this topic, copyright.
Yeah.
Which copyright in the content creator world is a very big thing, because obviously people get demonetized, like it's money's involved, so big deal, right? He goes on the pod and they're talking about it, and I only saw, I would say, about half, but I've already watched Ethan. Huh? Yeah. xQc talks like that.
Dude, what is up with his speech, bro? Like, I was like trying to understand the argument, and it was like xQc being like this.
No, it was too bad.
And then Ethan's like, I don't fucking understand either of them.
Well, I've been watching H3 for, I know you stopped, but I've been watching them like kind of on and off, but I've seen a lot more of their content, I would say. So I understand Ethan's position a lot more, just because I've seen him talk about it before on podcasts.
Well, yeah, like his thing is like always like the copyright strikes, and like he's got into lawsuits and shit like that. But
yeah, so he's always been for the creator to like defending the right.
And I guess that's why I was a little pissed, because I was like, oh, this guy sounds like a fucking hypocrite. He's always complaining about getting copyrighted.
Yeah, but the full extent of what I guess maybe they clipped it and maybe you heard it wrong, but the full extent of his argument was that xQc basically was, like you said, was getting people's content, streaming it on his own platform, and then literally like not so being on what you have to do for it to not be copyright and for it not to be illegal, basically, is to comment on it, transform it, like make it something else. Like, obviously, yes, you're playing it, or like you've seen those commentary videos, you've seen videos where they like meme on it, things like that. So like you're transforming the content to make it something else, right? but you're still sort of using it. XQC was literally like, I'm gonna take this. Like, if it's like if he took our podcast and he just put it up and he just let people watch it on his platform, which is fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So then Ethan called him out for it, obviously, because he's like, dude, why is he doing that on his, And then it happened that also XQC was claiming people that were using his content, so it was like he was being hypocritical in that instance, right? Because he's like.
Well, I think right there, what you were saying, this is where I guess I disagree with the whole thing is that, like, I think commenting, like reacting, I think that's enough form of like new content.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I thought you guys were saying that like it's not like just by watching it, it's not a form of reaction.
No, like what I'm saying is that he would put it up, and leave, like not even be in there.
That part I disagree with. Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah. Like making a commentary about it,
also fucking copyright claiming, which it probably isn't him. It's probably his like team.
It might be, yeah.
But
he also stupid. Like, you also are in control of your team, right?
Yeah.
So
kind of.
Like it's not like they do something
too,
without
like,
him knowing.
It would happen in KSI all the time, also.
Yeah, but then like obviously like you look into it and you know, right?
Yeah, you fix it. Yeah.
And he wasn't doing anything about it, basically.
Yeah, I think. After like all that drama on XQC, like just trying to flaunt, it's just like, bro, what are you doing?
It's like, bro, if you lost the argument, like at least just like, okay, you're right, because
did
like
he lose the argument? I didn't watch it all.
Yeah, he basically got wrecked, and then you didn't see. There was a point where he literally started doing the worm.
No way.
Like that's the big L, right? It's like, am I wrong? Like,
yeah, it's.
Like if I'm having a debate with you and you literally just start doing the worm on the ground, like
he just like wants to ignore it already.
Yeah, he's just like,
he's like, let's move on.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I will say a big thing about like where he fucked up is because he should have never gone to talk to Ethan about it, because like they call it debates, but really it's just like they're arguing. They don't give each other time to talk or anything. They cut each other off. Like I know how Ethan debates. I've seen a lot of.
He tries to take over. Yeah.
Well, because like to him, and I get it too, because it's like he's doing the interview for his content, so he's gonna want what his audience finds interesting, right? So obviously,
I guess. But I mean, that's how everyone is. That's
well,
like,
I mean, you see it.
That's media.
You see the same thing with like. Have you ever seen the podcast? Like, there's a podcast called Whatever, and it's kind of like that one where they just bring girls and then they debate them.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like what they're going for there is like. Yeah, we're just gonna shit on these girls, right?
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like people curate their content to whatever.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's media.
Yeah. So they're not having like actual debates, right? They're arguing about topics, but
This is what I will say is that XQC is a little fucking dummy.
Dude, like he's chilling. Like, why do you have to go and do this? Like. You just got a crazy deal from Kick.
And like, can he like slow down his speech? Or it's like he just said a million words. Like I think the meme that you showed me today was the perfect meme where that guy says that he can read a million words in a second.
He's flipping through a book like that.
XQC can actually fucking talk a million words in a second.
Can.
And I think the other meme with Kai Sent or whatever.
Senat, yeah.
Senat, that's what his name is.
Yeah.
I think that was the perfect one to like put with him.
Yeah, there's a clip I showed of to David here. It's him and Kaisenat on a stream together, and then they're talking about Pokemon cards, and he's basically saying that there's a Pokemon card, something along the lines of it's not unique or special, but when he says it really fast, it sounds like he says the N-word. So Kaisenat, being a black creator, he's like, what? And then he doesn't even hear himself. How he talks, because he's like he just keeps going on. He's like
he's like talking about he's like super
he's
into
like like and then he's like, bro, you just said the N-word. He's like, what? Like that. So it's just
that was
hilarious.
Perfect.
His speech is something else.
Yeah.
I don't know how he has like the crazy amount of followers he does.
Who? Like XQC?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying you too. Streamers. Is that like how can you have so many followers but
they don't understand?
Yeah, you don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
I don't know.
It's like the whole stream, bro. Yeah. I think people watch because they're trying to
in the
decipher.
Chat, everybody's
bro.
like, "Yo, what did he say here?"
No, they're fucking
Dissecting.
Dissecting and
It's contagious, bro.
fucking still talking like him. Imagine I started just talking super fast too.
You might.
By the end of the podcast.
By the end of the podcast, it's gonna be gibberish.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, you guys let us know what you guys think. I mean,
yeah,
I think everyone can agree on like the shit where he leaves. It doesn't make sense. But what do the other streamers do? They just like leave the camera on and just go.
A lot of them like react. Like you've seen Aiden.
No. But I'm saying like if they need to go to the restroom, they just leave his camera on.
Oh yeah. But I mean, he was gone for like 15 minutes. You know.
Oh really?
Yeah, and like I know for a fact in one instance he was, but then like there's been others, right? But I don't watch his content like that. But I did see there was a clip where he was gone for like. They fast forwarded and he came out at the end of the video. So it's kind of like
that's interesting.
Yeah,
that is interesting. I wonder what goes through his head. Like I wonder if he's like, oh, fuck, I just want to.
Well, his whole I did catch his whole thoughts on it first.
Yeah.
His whole stance is that he doesn't believe in copyright. He just thinks that people should just be able to use whatever content. But like, you also kind of have to do something about it, right? You can't just like. I'm not gonna take Ethan's podcast and post it on my channel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think on that, like, there has to be a line drawn, because then, like, why can't I just film or stream, let's say, the UFC fight this weekend on my Twitch channel?
Exactly. That's where all the problems arise, basically. Yeah. And then so it's more fucked on, I would say, on the smaller creator, because like think about it,
they have less of a voice.
Yeah. Also like if I do that to like a big creator, they can sue me and I'm screwed. But they can do that to me.
Not only that, but like if I already watched it, I'm not gonna go to the small creators channel to watch it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like,
unless I really like.
Where did you see it first? Right, the bigger channel. So
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Those are just, I guess, like the way things are edited nowadays, you just never fucking know. And then
it really depends on who edits it, right?
Yeah.
So what they believe in.
And that's where I guess I saw the agreement, the disagreement, but there's still a lot of things I disagree with when it comes to H3.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's changed so much in the past few years, and I wish he was just funny. Like, let's just hear some funny ass content, you know?
Yeah, they're funny sometimes. I mean, I still watch here and there, but not as much as I used to.
I think it's because what the clips that come out are the drama ones, so like all you see is him like angry. So that's probably why too.
Yeah, most of his pods, I would say they're not like that. Sometimes when they're talking about the drama stuff, because like his pods are more like a show. So like they'll do bits and shit like that. So when they talk about drama, then it does get like that. But
I mean, I saw that Bradley Martin's like super good friends with him too. So you know, I wonder if like Ethan and him like compare their weight, like 260.
I don't know.
Because Brad is like all about his 260.
260, but all muscle, and Ethan was like 260 all fat.
Was he 260? Actually,
I think he was bigger than that.
Damn, dude, I can't believe Ethan's under 200. Actually,
yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
That's ridiculous. I wonder if he's on Ozempic.
I don't know. He said he was on some shit. I don't think he was for weight loss. He was just eating better and hitting the treadmill.
Hitting the animal diet.
Yeah.
Like fucking Fousey.
Yeah, he had him on his podcast. You know that?
Who? Fousey? Ethan had Fousey on? When?
Yeah. Before
the
he
shit
even got literally like right before he started going crazy.
Again. Honestly, what is up with him, bro?
Because he was like, bro, like he was like, I fuck with you as a creator or whatever. And
no, but tell me what the fuck is wrong with him?
With Fousey too?
Yes.
I think maybe the drama a little bit more, or no?
Dude, I just he's all over the place, bro. He's bouncing off the walls. Like actually, like one moment he's like crying. I see a clip of him crying. He's like the worst person in the world.
Maybe you should talk a little bit about who he is, in case people don't know. I'm sure people do, but
FouseyTube is just basically a OG YouTube creator that like did pranks, and then like I guess the fame got to him because the fame gets to him a lot, clearly based on the drama that's happening right now. And he like was a drug addict, sex addict, whatever, and So basically, he like leaves social media and then comes back and like gains a bunch of following again, and then leaves again and then comes back.
I want to add, just because you said that.
Yeah.
I want to add he left because he had this one big incident. It was July 15th or something like that, 2016 or something like that.
I don't know.
He had hosted like a concert type thing.
Oh yeah, the one where he said that Drake would come.
That Drake was gonna go, and then after that he had like a meltdown because obviously Drake was not gonna go, but he felt like he was like
the Drake's level.
Yeah. So he was like, he thought. Well, apparently, according to him, when he was on H3's podcast, he said, "Yeah, I talked to somebody on his team, and they said he would go, but obviously it was bullshit because he didn't go." Like, and I didn't. Nobody thought that he was gonna go. You know,
everyone called him.
Yeah. So when it didn't happen, so there at the venue, Drake didn't show up, and then somebody called a bomb threat, and a lot of people thought it was him. So, yeah.
So, anyways, where I was at. Basically, he leaves and comes back, and you got to give him props because he is able to gain a following regardless.
Yeah,
but he already had a huge following in the past.
It's not an easy thing.
He did have a huge following in the past, so I mean, it's kind of like picking up a little bit where he left off.
Yeah,
but you still gotta give him props on like being able to like grow his like I guess fan base. So basically, at the end of the day, what recently is happening is that he's started streaming on Twitch. He's like, oh, I want to be like the top 24-hour streamer or whatever.
IRL, yeah.
IRL. And then I guess he like achieves it by getting 25,000 subs. Mm-hmm. And he starts like flipping out, saying like he's too famous now. Like it's stressing him out basically. That like obviously there's a trend here, right? And then after this, he does some like crazy ass shit on stream, and then I don't even know, bro. It just goes crazy.
I can break it down. If you want.
Break it down a little bit more.
Basically,
I'm getting lost from how crazy it is.
yeah. No worries, I got you. On Twitch, basically, there's like a just chatting spot, and I believe that's where you can do IRL streams. So there's people that do like, if you've ever seen clips of people doing like sleeping while they're streaming and stuff.
Like Kai said it, or
I don't know if he did that. Did he?
He does the just chatting. I don't think he like ever.
No, but I'm saying there's people that streams like through their sleep and everything. Like,
oh yeah, I mean.
So he's doing 24/7. Like his camera's always on him. Like, so you're seeing like every moment of his life, and he's been doing it for I believe he said 36 or 37 days. So it's imagine how much time you got a camera in front of your face. Like
the battery runs out.
So he started getting a little bit of followers at first, and then he got this one guy that he was like a ride or die for him, like a day one, and he said, without your videos, like I would have never done what I've done in my life. So he was trying to help Fousey get back into his groove, basically. So he started donating a bunch of subs, which is basically how like if you give like 500 subs, then it's like 500 people can be a sub to him.
Yeah. And
then so he started getting a following like that, and then in that category IRL, he went from like nothing to like 8th place worldwide, and then he went to 1st. So he was chilling, like he was good. He went to like rehab, mental like psychiatrist and everything, like, so he was good for a little while, and then recently he's had like a mental breakdown again, like a manic episode apparently.
Well, why was he crying at the airport? I didn't understand that.
Because he felt bad about what he did with the girl, I think.
What girl?
So he was on this flight, and then he landed, and I believe...
No, but I thought he was crying, and then that girl came, and then they hooked up, or whatever he said. He's like, I just joined the
I'm pretty sure it was after. When I saw him talking about it...
I thought it was before.
He had just got in there, and he talked to her.
I thought it was before. I could have sworn.
No.
And then, like, she showed up, and... No?
She was crying.
So what the fuck was he crying about?
He was crying after because he felt bad that like he's like, oh, I'm a bad person because he did that, according to him.
But he said on Bradley's part he didn't.
I know, that's why that's why everybody's like, this guy's just flipping back and forth.
This guy's a fucking flip-flopper.
So, but just so that people know what happened, he got to this airport where he found this girl, and he was telling his chat, he was like, oh, I'm just gonna go up to this girl and rizz her up, right? Like, start chatting with her and basically like try to get laid or something, even though according to him he's celibate. right? So he goes up to her, starts talking to her, and then like um I don't know where the conversation went, but they start making out, and then she gets more, I guess, comfortable with him and starts telling him that she used to be sex trafficked by her ex, right? So then he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" Gives her money, gives her
Oh,
like
so he
300.
already made out with her.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then he
okay.
gives her, I believe so.
That changes
I may be wrong, but
yeah.
I believe that's what it was. And then he gives her $300,
Yeah.
right? And then she,
He's like, here, thanks for.
I forgot what it was for. It was for, oh, she was gonna go see her kids, and she only had like $100 or something like that. And he was like, he felt bad. So according to him, that's what it was. He gave her money, and then his chat, seeing that what had happened to her, obviously, like, you know how sometimes people just donate, right?
Yeah.
So they donated like $2,500, and obviously it was for her. So he gave her the money, and then after that, they walk off camera. They start making out, according to him, and then this is what he said on Bradley's podcast, which was the most recent podcast I think he's done since that event. He said, "Yeah, this is we walked off camera and made out a bit, and then I went back to because he literally like left his camera and his luggage.
Yeah, all there.
And then yeah, he just went, and then he's like, yeah, I went back, and then when he went back, he told the camera, like his audience, he was like, I just joined the Mile High Club. So he's insinuating that he's saying that he's
Dude,
like
he's
like, yeah, I went to bang her in the restroom or something, right? So obviously people were giving him shit because they're like, dude, oh, I forgot. So the girl apparently was already intoxicated a little bit before he got there. So people were like, dude, you took advantage of this girl, like you did this, right? And then he's like, oh fuck. So he got into this unnecessary thing. If he just would have like not done any of that, he would have been fine. And then according to him, like that's where
he thought he was being funny, bro.
I don't know what he thought, and which is funny because Bradley asked him like, dude, like you've been in this situation before. What makes like what guarantees you that you're not gonna fuck it up again, right? Because it seems like you said like habitual, like. And then he's like, well, now I have a team around me and blah blah blah. But
dude, but if it's IRL 24/7, you don't have fucking time for that.
I
team
know, right? Like you're in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna continue the 24 IRL, 24/7.
Dude,
when he goes to kick.
Dude, it's okay. That's what's blowing my mind. How much you gonna bet? Because he was saying that like, oh yeah, Kick gave me like an insane deal, all these things. My sign-in bonus is crazy,
multi-million-dollar bill.
And then he was like, but that's because I'm a 24-hour streamer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I was like thinking as soon as he said that, I was like, bro, how much do you want to bet? There's a clause where if he stops 24-hour streaming, they like cancel the fucking contract.
It's gonna be bad for him, but honestly, regardless,
it
because
will be. Whatever he does, yeah.
Like his whole thing is a mental issue. So like if you're putting that much pressure in your mental, right, to be live and put on this character, because according to him, Fousey, which is a YouTube guy, it was a different character. It was a character he played, and now he's like Yusuf. Now he's the himself.
No, bro.
But it seems like he's still playing the same character, right? Like,
dude, but tell him about the fucking scene where he's like walking on the street and his cameraman like accidentally like goes a little bit to the right for like a split second.
Yeah, so there's
it's like fucking point the camera at me right now.
Yeah. That's another thing too that came out. It was that incident, and then also one where he's screaming at his assistant. But first, we'll talk about that one. So he's walking. It looks like New York or something, right? Yeah. I don't know. He's walking in the street with some guy, and then obviously he has his cameraman, and his cameraman's recording him. And then they're walking across the street, and his cameraman literally shifts the camera like slightly, like
as if he tripped over something.
Yeah,
or something.
Like he barely goes off frame. Like you barely don't see him, and then he loses his mind. He's like, yo, I'm right here. Like you gotta. He's like
he wasn't even looking at the camera, bro. That's fucking funny.
He's looking at his cameraman, and then in the street, like broad daylight in the streets, yelling top of his lungs to this guy. And he's like, everybody's like, what the hell, bro? Like, chill out,
Yeah.
Even his viewers, like, the cameraman was like, yo, like, I'm still on stream. Like, that's another thing too. I was gonna tell you, his cameraman, while recording him, he's also watching stream on his phone. You know that, right?
So the cameraman is.
Yes. So think about it. He's recording him and walking.
What's wrong with that? I don't understand.
He has to be like recording him, watching the. Because Fousey wasn't watching his chat.
Oh, okay.
And then also being aware of the. That's what I'm saying.
Street?
Yes, they're walking in the street like.
That's too funny.
Yeah, so he's like getting because there's a point where the cameraman's like, dude, look at the chat. They're saying like, yo, chill out,
dude. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that Fousey Tube fucking's going AWOL again, and him and fucking Keem are just blowing up my feed on Twitter, and that's because I don't even follow either of them. Like, why are they on my feed?
They started coming up on mine too.
It's like too much. Like, get a room, go fucking argue about it in person, or hop on Xbox live chat and fucking battle it out.
Well, about that, I would say first of all, I would have said I would have never been Keem's friend in the first place because
Keem's
that
a
guy
fucking
just
snake.
seems like a snake. Yeah,
he's a snake, bro.
Yeah, and so why would you? According to Fousey, he befriended him to keep his enemies closer. That's what he said. So
that was Fousey, not Yusuf, though. So
my bad.
Yeah. By the way.
But that's his whole thing, apparently, according to him, and I don't know. I
feel bad for him because, like, I think the last time he had, like, a little mental breakdown, I was like, dude, this guy needs to get off the fucking internet, seriously. Yeah. Like, regardless of, like, the money.
Yeah.
I don't see him working anywhere else, but.
Yeah. Well, he said that before he got that subathon stuff, he contemplated Costco and, like, Uber and stuff. But he couldn't do Uber because his license was suspended.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So how does he drive?
I don't know, because there's been streams where he's been driving.
he literally just got banned on Twitch today.
Yeah, because of it.
Driving.
I saw.
Oh my God.
Yo, you want to talk about that?
What would happen? Tell me.
He was driving at night, I believe it was, right?
I don't know.
You didn't see the video?
No, I didn't see it. I just saw it pop up on my feed on Twitch.
Yeah, I think
Twitter.
it was at night.
X,
so he's he's driving at night and he's singing along to Eminem, that part where he's like, I just drank a fifth of vodka, dare me to drive. So he's literally like singing along and screaming it while like looking like he
should have like fucking
like he's driving
replied
like
to
a
Twitch
maniac.
and say that he's in a Tesla, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, they basically were like, yo, like I think they suspended him because he's driving distracted and I don't know what.
Dude, why he's so fucking
I don't
crazy.
know why he would do that.
He's so crazy, dude.
Oh, dude, you know what? Just to circle back to the cameraman for a bit because I remember this part. He tells the cameraman, he's like, I love fucking firing people in front of everybody in the street. Like, that's so fucked up.
How embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. Fucking Yusuf is crazy, I think.
Oh, and
I don't know how he's gonna get better because he's seen a fucking psychiatrist. Hopefully, Greg or something can help him out.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I was gonna say right now. That's what I was gonna say right now. According to him, his psychiatrist said that the reason he had that whole episode in the airport, I believe, was because he had just got into that number one spot. So apparently, like, it was too much for him, like, So,
dude, this job is not for him.
I know, but that's what I was telling you earlier. Is that like if that's the reason why you had this mental thing, according to him, if once he goes to kick, now he has financial security, blah blah, so he doesn't have to stress. So his growth will be like even. It won't be just like a spike, But I don't know. I don't think that's how social media works. Like you pop off for a moment,
I was about to say I don't
so
think
you have highs and
sustainable.
lows. Yeah.
I wonder why he hasn't moved to Kick because I thought he said he just signed the deal and he was still streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, now he probably will soon because he's banned.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
I wonder what the fuck.
I wonder if he's even like real deal. Do you think?
I don't know. I feel like Aiden Ross would have said something about it.
They probably would have, right?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to like.
But he's also kind of fucking up his image. Like, how are they down to do that? I don't understand.
I guess because it gets views, bro. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Well, Kick doesn't really give a fuck, too.
Kick doesn't give a fuck. They have stake.
Yeah, that's true. Because everybody that was banned on Twitch is going over there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, his whole
Kick is acting like they have like unlimited money, honestly. They think they're fucking...
They're throwing around like Saudi Arabia's throwing money at soccer players.
Basically, bro. My God.
Did you see all those deals?
I didn't see all the deals, but I saw the Messi one. I saw the Ronaldo one. And I saw the
That's not even
Mbappe.
the craziest. That's the craziest one.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
A bill for 2 years. No, 1 year.
1 year. Yeah, 1 year.
1 year of your life, you just go play, even if you're injured.
800 million. No, 80 million a month. So much money, dude.
So much money.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
And I think it's untaxed too.
Yeah, probably.
Because Saudi Arabia, I believe, where is it, in Dubai?
The team?
Yeah.
Dubai, Qatar, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I thought in Dubai they said it was like there's no income tax or some shit like that.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but I just know it's over there. But
yeah,
that's stupid money to be throwing around, bro.
Yeah, regardless
for
of
1 year deals, bro.
What your tax bracket is.
He's making more than like LeBron's made in his career or something.
I think LeBron's a billionaire. I'm pretty sure.
I take that back.
But that's fucking ridiculous. Regardless, for 1 year, like, is he even worth it? That's my thing.
I mean, he is one of the top players right now.
Is it worth a bill? That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, maybe in the long run for them, if they have money like that, that's building up
They're just trying to build a super team over
it's building up, that industry over there. So
yeah, I guess so.
It's like the same reason why they rigged it to have the World Cup over there, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Get eyes, exposure.
Yeah, they didn't let anyone drink, though. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. That was dumb. The next one will be where in States, I think.
I have no idea. I haven't kept up with it. If it's in the States, I'm for sure going.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm down to go to the game so hard.
I don't know. But what else is going on?
What are your final thoughts with Fousey?
I think he needs help, bro. I don't know I don't even know what to say because
I don't think
his psychiatrist is already. Yeah, he's gone already. Yeah. I think.
The internet's not for him.
I think he just got fucked up in the brain with all the drugs he did and everything. I don't know. He doesn't make any sense. Every time you hear him talking, it feels like lies. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Everything he's saying, it feels.
Well,
like
that's what I told you earlier. That's why it's he feels like Steiny to me, like fake. You know, like
feels fake, for sure fake.
Yeah, like
Steiny,
it's too
I don't
much.
know. I don't know if he's fake or if he's just like he just doesn't know what the fuck to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe because he's kind of stupid.
But also at the same time, I feel like he's genuinely interested in those questions. You know what I mean? And that's why he asks those stupid questions.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I can't watch him anymore. I feel like I go brain dead.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, man.
So then, what's up with Little Tay?
Yeah, you were gonna tell me about the story, bro.
You tell me about Little Tay. I'll tell you about Little Tay.
You tell me, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you. Don't worry.
Tell me what it was.
So basically, we got news that Little Tay died on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I believe it was Wednesday, right?
Wednesday or Tuesday?
Maybe it was Tuesday. And then as soon as I saw that news, I was like, "How much you gonna bet that's fucking fake?"
Yeah.
Because when Little Tay was popping off, her brother and her mom were in on that shit, trying to make her famous, regardless of what the fuck she was saying.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, they're just trying to like revitalize her career, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then sure enough, the next day, it's like, oh, that was fake.
Yeah.
We got hacked or whatever.
Yeah, I think it started with that account was hacked. Yeah. And then the brother's account, he was like, this is our account for now. We're trying to fight our parents to, I guess, what do they call it when they're trying to get independence?
Emancipate.
Yeah, something like that, right? They're trying to separate from the parents because they're toxic and doing all that shit you said. And he's like, this is our account for now. I can confirm that we're not dead. I think
the parents are just trying to like get them away from social media, which doesn't make sense because she's kind of like irrelevant, you know, like no one talks about her.
Yeah, she popped off for a bit.
Like a year at most, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after that.
She was hanging out with Will Vicky.
I don't know who that is.
It's that girl that thought she was black. White girl. She thought she was black.
I don't recall.
And she talked like stupid.
It's probably like one of those.
She got in a fight with Bad Baby at a.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it was probably one of those girls.
Yeah, she got in a fight with Bad Baby at the time. That was stupid times, honestly. Fucking Gucci.
Was there? Hey, that song was fire,
dude. It fucking bangs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a banger.
It's a banger, bro.
I hear it at the
the bass just goes hard.
It does, right? Yeah. So apparently it's fake, and she didn't die, which is fucked up because now they're like.
It kind of gives me the vibes of that one show. I don't know if you've seen the show. It's a true story where this girl's like in a wheelchair and her mom is like saying like, "Here, you need these medicines to stay alive."
Oh, with Sarah Paulson,
Is that what it is? I don't know.
the lady from American Horror Story.
I don't remember, but I think that I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, and she was giving them the pills, and the pills were making her like paralyzed, basically. Yeah, which is stupid. I've never heard of pills that do that. That's crazy.
I've never seen the show.
Well, it happened in real life, but
really,
yeah, fucking crazy.
Dude,
what parents do nowadays. I don't understand how people can do that. I've seen like some crazy ass shit where parents like just don't give a fuck.
I feel like you would have died, no, if they're giving you that many pills and stuff just to keep you
paralyzed.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but what I will say is that I hope little Tay and her family's okay. But I mean, I figured it was like a little
just to try to stay relevant.
Clout chase.
I don't think it was her. It was probably her parents.
But it was still a clout chase, regardless of who it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like
the brother.
Yeah, yeah.
It was probably the brother creating all the drama, honestly, because he was the mastermind behind Little Tay.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, would he write like the lyrics or what?
He would tell her what to say. You know, like they'll record and he'd be like, "No, let's run it back, but say it like this time." Like all fucked up shit. Obviously. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that deep about it. I just knew she popped off for a little bit. I didn't really see much after her, but that's interesting.
But I do think it's kind of dumb. Like, like Lil Tay died all over the news.
Dude, yeah, it was like, I mean,
not that she died. So obviously she didn't die, but
yeah,
I do think it's a little weird that just because a ex-famous person died, it's like all over the news.
Dude, I was gonna say, on the phone, I get all those emails all the time, or not emails. They're like notifications. They're like, it's always like, oh, this ex-football player died. And I'm like,
who gives a fuck?
Well, no, I'm not like that, but I'm thinking like they're trying to rage bait you, you know, with like this caption, because sometimes I'll see it and I won't even see like X. I'll just see like NFL player, and I'm like, oh shit.
I never knew about rage bait until recently, and it's so fucking true. Yeah. Rage bait is probably the worst crime there ever is. I see a crazy ass.
Let's do it on this one.
I see a crazy ass like headline, and I don't even know what the fuck the article says. I'm already pissed off.
Dude, you know who does that so hardcore?
Who?
On Snapchat. Well, you don't have Snapchat anymore, but they have Snapchat stories.
David Dobrik.
Dude.
Daily Mail.
I'll show you sometime, but it's
probably like Daily Mail.
I think it is Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Their thumbnails and everything is like, all right, bro. And then like you click through it, nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure you click the ones where like, oh, this person has a penis or something, and you're like, oh, let me see. Oh, rage bait, clickbait, and rage bait at the same time.
Rage bait. Yeah, bro. I definitely clicked those.
I'm sure. Fucking Daily Mail over there.
Daily Mail is so funny.
I remember Daily Mail being like weird, but
yeah,
I haven't seen them anymore. Are they like on other social medias?
I think,
or is it just like
Snapchat? Maybe on. I think I've seen them on Instagram actually.
Oh really? Yeah, fucking rage bait over there too.
Yeah, for sure. But Instagram, it's easier to just like.
Yeah.
Scroll away.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you end up seeing the podcast with fucking Joe Rogan and what's his name?
Who?
Post Malone.
No, I didn't get to watch it.
No. Dude, well basically the whole fucking pod is about buying Bitcoin.
No way.
That's what it feels like, cause like they're talking about how out of whack our country is right now. You know,
I can't imagine having a conversation with Post. He just seems too like aloof, like just kind of not there.
That's what it sounds like, honestly. But
right.
But back to the point of them talking about how our country is in a shithole right now. It's in the shitter, Fred.
Yes, it is.
It's in the shitter, dog.
Tell me.
All I'm going to tell you is you need to buy Bitcoin. Liberate yourself.
Bitcoin 2024?
Call me a Bitcoin Maxi.
I don't know what that means.
Bitcoin Maximus, I mean.
What is that?
It's like the fucking hardcore believers of Bitcoin.
Oh.
Like, okay, so there's this one post that, like, Biden was like, oh, like, we need to send $27 billion to Ukraine. And, like, people are all pissed about it. Like, dude, like, we have Maui or Hawaii burning, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that.
And Biden should be sending money to them. Which, by the way, the fucking Hawaii shit was insane.
Dude,
if I was there,
did you see the pictures?
we'd probably be dead, honestly.
Dude, it looked
Inhaling all the
post-apocalyptic,
fucking,
bro.
Yeah, it was insane. So people are pissed that like he wants to send money to Ukraine when there's nothing going on over there right now. Like apparently, like it's like kind of like a standstill. People are back in Kiev. So like Kiev is like the main city that Russia was attacking.
Kiev?
Or Kiev is Kiev or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
Kiev?
you're right. Kiev.
And people are there partying in the streets. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, bro. There's like people are like out just chilling.
I don't have a lot of political content on my feed.
It's not political. It's just like people out in the street. Like
it's pretty political.
How is it political if people are out in the street in Kiev?
Because of the people that watch that content.
But
they make it political.
It's not political. It's just like, why are they out in the street if we're at war? And why are we sending more money for war if they're not at war?
That's pretty political. Somebody on the other side would see it different.
You can't ask a question?
I'm just saying that.
But that's what I'm trying to say too.
War is political.
Yeah, but they're asking the question like, why the fuck are we sending money if Ukrainians are back in Kiev, which is their capital city, when they're AK at war and they need $27 billion to finish this war? Or not even finish it, just to keep on going.
I don't know. We should send the fucking aliens over there.
So back to what I was saying. There was a post about that, and people were like saying all this shit. They're all pissed. And then I was like thinking like, oh, you know what the Bitcoin Maximus will say? Bitcoin fixes this. So I tweeted that out because like obviously that's fucking like funny as fuck.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because they think that Bitcoin fixes everything. So yeah, that was just my little tidbit today.
They should have sent it in Bitcoin instead of regular money.
The people apparently donated in crypto to them. I don't know what
crypto billionaires over there.
Probably fucking scammers.
Dude, my favorite story about crypto is that one guy that had some like 3 mil in Dogecoin or something, and then he never wanted to sell. Then it tanked. You remember that Graham? Was it Graham?
Graham Stephan? Yeah, he interviewed him. Yeah.
He's like, dude, we tried to set him up for life. Like, you would never have to work a day in your life again. Like, he was like, nah, I'm gonna hold.
When you put it like that, it's like, fuck.
Is that not fucked up?
Fuck, dude. When you put it like that, that's fucked up.
It is, because even Graham Stephan was like, fuck, like he had it made.
Yeah, because he's making $50,000 a year.
Yeah,
and with 3 mil,
could have had that salary.
They're telling him that he could have made like $90,000 a year.
Yeah, that's a nice salary.
Just like passive from the stock market.
He's chilling.
Oh.
He was like, nah, man.
He's like, it's going parabolic.
Imagine right now he's still like, yeah, it's gonna go back up.
No, I think he sold actually.
At this point,
he sold. I'm not joking. Man,
holy shit!
On the YouTube, he's like, yeah, like we're not gonna talk about Doge anymore. We're moving on.
Dude, but that's crazy that he got to the point where like he got what it was worth 3.2 million.
It's like 3 something, but that's like the issue with people, bro. They just fucking get too attached.
Yeah.
Honestly, at a mil, I probably would have sold.
For sure, bro. He think he put in like what 200,000.
Yeah, I think so. Probably. I think he said 180.
Oh yeah, dude, sell that shit. That's a big profit.
Profit for sure, bro.
He probably was like, that's gonna fucking pay.
But what I'm trying to say is that you need to buy Bitcoin in general, though, because it's like a little safety net, in my opinion. You know, it's just nice to have 5% net worth put in Bitcoin.
I would have to do more research because I don't understand even how it works, to be honest.
It's just a blockchain, dog. It's like up in the sky, in the cloud.
My bad. My bad.
Like that? It's up in the sky, dude. It's fucking in the cloud, dog.
I think about it that way, bro?
Just fucking in the cloud.
Yeah.
No,
I think
it's okay. So, the whole thing behind Bitcoin is that obviously it's your own wallet, it's your own bank.
Yeah.
You get to be your own bank. I mean, and there's freedom behind it because no one can literally take away your Bitcoin if you have your keys. And I think that's the whole point of why you should buy it, because like the shit that's happening in Canada where they can like shut down your bank account even though like you donate to their campaign just because you disagree with like the mandates that they had with COVID or whatever, like, or if you disagree with the fucking gay parades that they're doing, the pride parades, whatever you want to call it. which I don't have an issue with people being gay or whatever, but I just think, why are you taking little kids to those events when everyone's naked there?
I've seen those pictures too.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I really don't understand it.
Know.
But basically, things like that, like the government literally cannot take away your Bitcoin, and I like that. With real estate, like people think like, oh, it's my real estate, or oh, it's my stocks. They can fucking take it if they wanted to.
Yeah, take you to court or something.
No, they just take it. So it's I forgot what the rule is called or the law. But basically, like if the city needs it for a project that they're doing with water or something, they can just take a portion of your property, and they'll give you what the market value is, right? But still, that's still taking it from you, right? And then, or if you don't pay your taxes or something, they're gonna take your property too. Yeah. So there's like, Bitcoin's the only thing they can't fucking take away, even if they wanted to. Like, no matter how hard they try, they'll be like, we're fucked. We can't take it.
I mean, I guess Bitcoin is more stable than other coins, but I always get scared of those people that are like, oh, all these fucking rug pulls and shit.
Well, Bitcoin's pretty stable, yeah. Like I said.
That's why I said.
Like at first, I didn't like how like there's people that like Elon Musk that own like so much.
And then they could just take it.
Yeah,
out
like
if one day
if one day he was like, Bitcoin sucks, then like
then you're screwed.
That's what I thought, but then I was like, nah, bro. Like there's too many believers, and then like now there's like ETFs popping up now, and there's too much money backing ETF? It. ETF, it's like, so okay. Usually there's like an ETF where you can have like a basket of like stocks, and you invest in like one stock, which sends your money to all those stocks. Like you're technically buying all those. And like the ETF is that so that you can buy it through like a brokerage firm. Let's just say like Robinhood, because you know Robinhood, right?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now, because I
like the S&P 500. It's more like an index, but like you can buy an ETF of that index, and it has a basket of 500 stocks. Yeah. So this ETF, you're not really buying Bitcoin, but you're buying like I guess like the volatility of it. Yeah. So you'll still you can still gain value if Bitcoin goes up, or you can also still lose value if Bitcoin goes down. But you're technically not actually buying that stock, or you're not actually buying Bitcoin. If you buy Bitcoin through the ETF, the brokerage firm is supposed to buy Bitcoin at the same time that you're buying it, but it's not the same as you buying it, holding your keys. Always hold your own keys. You know, basically what I'm trying to say. It's because if the government wanted to take your money, they can just go to that brokerage and be like, oh, he still buys Bitcoin ETF. Regardless, I'm fucking taking it. If you have your own Bitcoin wallet, they can't take shit. They don't even know you fucking have it, honestly. Unless like people or like companies like Coinbase tell them that you bought. Yeah. And like they would have to like sue you and be like, yo, you're forced to pay us that Bitcoin. And like they're gonna have to go through a whole long process, but you can be like, honestly, I forgot my password, or I lost my password, or the fuck.
I think the only thing I would not understand, or I guess I talked to you about it one time with Christian, but the practicality of it, like putting money in there and then using it on the daily basis, it's not as, I know a lot of places are starting to accept crypto and stuff like that, but
so when it comes to transactions or like using Bitcoin for transactions, personally, for me, I'm not going to use it for transactions for anytime soon, because I feel like the volatility is going to just like it's going to make it go up regardless. And I think like just holding it, you know, I'm not trying to go all in, you know, I'm just like buying like a portion of like what I invest on a monthly basis into Bitcoin. But I mean, I think eventually we'll get to a point where you can transact, because there is countries right now that use Bitcoin, like El Salvador,
like South America or something.
El Salvador, and then Africa, they use it there. I believe Turkey, they're adopting Bitcoin because their fucking currency went to shit. And like a lot of these countries where their currency is going to shit, they're basically either adopting Bitcoin or they're trying to adopt a currency where it's backed by gold, which gold tends to be like a low inflationary currency, I guess you could say.
Because it has a stable value, or what?
Gold is supposed to be kind of like, it's not finite because we could still mine gold, but it's supposed to be like kind of like a finite type of thing. It's like hard to find, things like that. It's expensive, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I think Bitcoin is even better because there is a finite, you know, like they can't just find more or mine more, or they can't mine an asteroid and get more. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That would be cool.
So I think Bitcoin is probably like the best option, and it's not a fuckload of weight, right? Like you can't just carry a shitload of gold with you.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, I just carry a little fucking USB. I'm good. And I like
It would
like
be
that.
cool if they had it like where Apple Pay, where you could have it on your watch and just be like,
Well, right now, what you do is just like you scan a QR code or like the little square with
oh yeah,
is it a QR code or what is
QR code.
it? QR code. There you go. Yeah, you just fucking scan that and that's how you pay. But I think it's cool. I mean, I see videos of people like in other countries transacting with it, and I think it's awesome. But personally, for me, like I'm fucking keeping that shit like until like later on, like yeah. My only worry about it is that like people trying to hack into your shit, but it's almost like impossible if like because your phone is like the wallet and then the hardware wallet is like your key, you know, so it's like fucking hard to use or hard to like steal basically.
It's like a combination of both.
Yeah, so it'd be like almost impossible to take.
I mean, yeah, I probably
and
would.
everything that you put your Bitcoin in, you want it to be open source too, so you don't want to just leave it there and then like not know if you can take it out or if they can take it out, things like that. So there's a lot of things to like keep an eye out, which why I think it'd be hard for like the normal person to adopt. But a third world country like Africa fucking adopted, right? So and El Salvador too.
What part of Africa?
I don't know the exact countries, but I know like that there's always like fucking posts I see where people are transacting with like what's it called? Not a flip phone, but similar to a flip phone, but doesn't flip, like old school phones basically.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, without internet. I don't even know how the fuck they're doing it.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I saw a documentary too where they're like, oh yeah, like I have my light bill right here. I'm about to pay with Bitcoin. I think this is in El Salvador. And he was showing us how on the bill it shows a QR code. He pays like just by scanning it, Bitcoin, boom, pays, and then he can check online and see that like the invoice was paid.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because that's kind of like a global currency too, right? So
yeah, it's a global currency, and then I would like a global currency because I fucking hate how like. Basically, the U.S. government just like no, I don't even care about the exchange rate. My thing is like the U.S. government just controls everything, and I hate that. Like that's why we have like shady shit always going on. You know, we never know what the fuck's actually going on.
Like with the aliens.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's why you should buy Bitcoin.
I probably would. I don't know if I could invest as much as I would like to right now. So
no, I know, but you can buy some. Everyone can buy some.
$1 a day,
or even more.
Instead of giving it to the kids in Africa, like that.
What the fuck, Sky?
Holy shit!
You should buy some.
I probably will.
Like today.
Oh shit!
I mean, like, I think people will be like, oh, like, Bitcoin's a shitty investment, like, all this stuff. But I'm saying it's, like, my hedge against shit hitting the fan. That's my thing. And like I said, I'm not investing everything. I just have a little bit, you know. I have what's proportional to, like, my risk tolerance, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Yeah, I think you should go 100%.
Right now? Get half my check in Bitcoin.
Yeah, everything. No, 100% actually. So we go to casino, we like try to like 10x your money.
Everything I win.
Yeah, like 10x your money, and then go into Bitcoin, 10x there, go back to the casino, another 10x.
Jesus.
And then go back into Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
Just make a little. What do they call it?
Just 10x's though, like everywhere.
Pure 10x's.
100x's.
Yeah, we're gonna go at the end of this month, right? Start of next month.
Yeah, and then this next week we're going to Vegas for his birthday.
We'll do a little vlog. We'll add it into the pod that week.
Well, we're gonna fucking do the pod there too, I guess, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Take the equipment.
So then, what do you think, bro? What's gonna happen to Fousey?
I don't know, but you know what?
Final thoughts. What's gonna happen? Oh yeah, tell me.
You know what I think? Fuck spiders.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this one story that I saw, bro. Yeah, you tell me what you think of the spiders, bro.
I don't want to know.
There's a store. There was a store that was shut down. I saw this today that it was shut down for the day in Austria.
Mm-hmm.
Austria. And they shut it down because they couldn't find this 4-inch. 4 inches is like what, like that?
Probably
like that.
Yeah.
They couldn't find a 4-inch. It's called the Brazilian wandering spider.
Yeah.
So basically, this thing, if it bites you, it supposedly what it does is it gives you like a painful erection that lasts like, I don't know, how long.
Dude, imagine.
So they shut down the store because they couldn't find it. And usually, like, what's so scary about these? They hide in bananas. So, like, think about when you go to the store, like Walmart or something, and you grab a little bundle. Like, there could be a fucking spider in there.
Dude, why don't old people just have like those fucking
They
spiders
just get
around?
bites.
Yeah.
They just like they used to do in apparently, right? In the old times, they would get stung by bees as Botox.
Dude, I heard that bees actually cures cancer.
Yeah, I saw that too. That it aggressively like attacks the cancerous cells.
I don't know how true it is, but yeah, that'd be cool if they actually did use that though. I wonder why the erection's painful. Is it like just making the blood
Probably
rush or
something
what?
to do with the venom.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Fucking world works, bro.
I don't know. And then I also saw this story. Well, actually, since you mentioned the cancer thing,
Yeah.
I saw that they've developed a pill. I don't know if you saw, but
Yeah, where it
the
cures
pill
cancer.
that it cures cancer.
Certain types, yeah.
But they've only done animal testing. They're barely gonna start human testing. So that's insane.
I don't know, bro. I wouldn't trust it for 10 years of testing.
Isn't that how I Am Legend started?
That's what they say, right? Yeah.
Shit.
I wouldn't trust it, bro, for a good while.
Dude, you know what I saw the other day too?
What?
I saw this timeline of like it's like a timeline of movies. So like for example, Back to the Future, you know how they go to the future and they say, "Oh, we're in year so and so."
Yeah.
Like they have a timeline of those years where you come back to the future. And it said like we are in the year of, I think it was what movie was it? I think it was after Back to the Future.
Yeah.
But it was one of those movies where it's like, oh, it was I think it was a Blade Runner, a little bit after the Blade Runner, because the Blade Runner is supposed to be 2019, I think.
I thought Blade Runner was like 2049. Are you talking about the old one or the new one?
I think in the old one.
Oh, the old one. I don't know what year it was. I don't remember.
I think they're supposed to be in like 2019 or something like that.
Oh shit.
So it's like a timeline of all these movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we're in there. And then like there's the what's that movie, the apocalypse one, where it's like 2012 or something? Is it called 2012?
Is it 2012? Yeah.
Oh, well, that one's on there too.
Or the flood or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope.
All those movies are on there too.
Really?
I just thought it was funny because it was like you're in this movie, and then like you see all the other ones.
Dude, yeah, like people think there's gonna be like a fucking apocalypse with aliens and shit.
Dude, they think that every year, bro.
See that like it's called like the Blue Experiment or some shit like that?
Yeah. Well, we talked about it in the other pod, remember?
Yeah. I don't know how true it is.
Yeah. If I saw a holographic Jesus in the sky, I'd be like, it's another Tuesday.
Dude,
like that.
Basically same shit, different day in Japan.
Yeah. Dude, their freaking tech is insane.
I love it.
I love it too. I want to go to Japan.
Are you gonna read the new Barto?
I am.
It comes out this month.
I'm interested in it because I hope they do better than previous Boruto. Like
I thought it was fucking good.
Pre-time skip.
I thought it was good, but
I mean the show.
But it's because you're watching the show.
Yeah.
I think the manga was.
It's because supposedly they're gonna catch up to it.
Of course, they have to,
Yeah.
right?
No, I'm saying like, they're gonna do less filler.
Oh, I don't think so.
Because the first one had way too much filler.
I don't think they will because they only post one manga a month.
I watch NC Hammer, so I don't know.
Oh, fuck. All right. I think
kidding.
we should end it there, guys.
It's an inside joke,
I think we
guys.
should end it there. That was too much. I'm sorry for everyone listening.
Holy shit.
Holy.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
All right, guys. Well, let us know what you guys think of Fousey. I really think we should tell him, like, yo,
We should sign a petition.
sign a petition. I agree. And I really think Freddie should be buying Bitcoin. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
What are you doing? Yeah, guys, like us, follow us, check us out on. We're gonna start dropping TikToks too.
Subscribe, please. We need it. My kids need it.
Like, comment, follow, subscribe.
Peace.